am your double predictions champion, Trevin, joined as always by Beltless Caleb.
You're cursed!
And also Beltless Zach is behind the camera, being our cameraman and producer, being the cameraman and
I'm wearing
producing.
pajamas. I have no belt.
Yes.
Yes, he is in pajamas.
And we are here to talk about Monday Night Raw. Holy fudge.
Talk
This-
about spitting on a dead man's grave.
This
Right.
episode, a lot of it was bad. The stuff that people are talking about that are claiming was good is very polarizing on the internet. And we're here to talk about it.
I'll give it 2 good matches. 2 good matches. And let's see. 1, 2, 3 good segments. 3 good segments. And we'll get to those when we get to them.
Did we only have 3 matches on this card?
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway,
No, we had Gunther, Dragon Lee, El Fucka versus Ryo. We had Jimmy versus Austin Theory,
right.
and Penta versus Dom.
We had 4. My bad.
4 matches.
The way I wrote it, I usually wrote blank defeats blank because there was a DQ that wasn't on the board. But yeah.
Out of the 11 total things that are on the board, only 4 of them were matches.
Yeah. I mean, this is the story.
I feel like we're watching a wrestling show, but not at the same time.
I mean, this is the story, Brandon. Speaking of stories, we got a story for you with the Vision. They're pissed.
Oh boy. So, if you have watched our Elimination Chamber review, you'll notice that I titled the episode, "What Was the Point?" And that could have meant to multiple different things, you know? What was the point in the chamber when Cody just gets a title match on SmackDown? We didn't cover that in the episode.
Because it was on the post show, but
Yeah, so what was the point in that whole thing?
it makes sense, though, when you delve into the storyline, actually.
What was the point in, you know, doing all this mystery shit when we all knew it was going to be Seth Rollins coming back? That was stomping them. Oh, the person in the hood who was hitting all of Seth Rollins' moves. Who could that possibly be?
Huh. Yes, but Vision is...
Hulk Hogan. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Vision is pissed. They are trying to hold Raw hostage. The general manager is like, nah, why don't you come off the stage so we can talk about it? Because I also got to talk about Seth because I have not gotten his medical clearance paperwork either.
Yeah. Adam Pearce comes out. That will become very, very clear later on.
Yes. But of course, masked men start attacking the ring, basically. One masked man.
Not even attacking. They infiltrate the ring. So
Yeah.
one comes up and he runs away.
Yep.
And Logan chases him.
Austin first.
No, Logan chases him first.
I could have sworn it was...
No, it was Logan that
Okay.
chases the first one. And then Austin chases the second one. Which then leaves Heyman all alone in the ring.
And another masked man starts walking down the ramp, and Heyman's pleading for his life, and all of a sudden, actual factual Seth comes up from behind him, whack with a chair.
Okay. 2 things. I'll get the joke out the way. Someone on Twitter said, you know, I figured out why Seth is always hitting people in the back with chairs. Because their back is to them. It'd be hard if they were facing them. Secondly, does this mean Seth just has another faction? Who are all these mystery fucks that are helping him? I'm assuming they're people from his school.
Yeah.
Shoot. But, who the...
Is he bringing back his Messiah gimmick, and these are all his disciples?
I don't know. He doesn't have the blonde streak anymore. He doesn't have
Yeah.
the blonde in his hair anymore.
Yeah.
I think they called him frickin' one time, but I think every other time they just called him Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Yeah, Heyman is still on calling him Seth freaking Rollins, while 90% of the crew has left the freaking out.
Yeah.
But,
So,
yeah.
shield chair to the back.
Yup.
Stomp to Heyman.
And Heyman is bloodied up from a singular stomp.
Yeah, well, he's a manager. He's not a.
Yes,
he's not a
but his
wrestler.
nose is bleeding while he's getting transported to the hospital. You see his ear is bleeding. But speaking of that hospital transport,
Yeah, y'all want the Attitude Era back. Here's the Attitude Era back. So, the Vision is escorting him down in the stretcher with.
yeah,
Also, one of the paramedics that came out to grab him while they were still on the ramp, Heyman was visibly distraught and bloodied, and this dude is cheesing. He is smiling. I said, "Oh yeah, this is perfect."
yeah.
But
But
taking him down.
Theory tells Logan to go grab the car so he can meet him there. Logan leaves, and the car pulls around. Theory goes to get in it. Whack!
Yeah, Jimmy Uso, who he suspects the Vision is behind Jay's demise. Yeah.
On Friday, and Jim's like, "Hey, I got this one. You got the fat man."
Yeah, and it pans, and who is in the driver's seat? None other than L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, I got this one, bud.
They say, yeah, I can drive. And he drives. And I'm assuming this is a stunt actor. Because if not, what the fuck? This man almost hit someone.
Yeah.
How can you miss a jump off the top rope and not drive a car?
Yeah, but Jimmy versus Austin Theory is scheduled for later in the night, and this segment leads me to lead up the question the entire internet has: what Seth gonna do?
Yeah.
Because everyone is pointing at him 1v1ing Logan again at Mania because he's the one he caused it at Chamber. But later in the show, we see the build up for Vision versus Jay and Jimmy for the tag titles at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
So I did some research and I came up with a few options.
Okay.
Obvious pick that everyone's pointing to is Seth fights Logan because that's what they're sort of poking and teasing at. Caleb hates this idea, but I say, do they run back the triple threat from last year? I also think it's a bad idea, but I could see WWE doing it. The third option that's sort of middle ground is Seth is the one who answers Lesnar's open challenge, since they've made it obvious Heyman plans on managing Lesnar for that match. The fourth option, which is what I did research on, is that Braun Breaker might actually be able to make it. Because I did research on how long a hernia takes time to recover. It's only 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, how long do you think till he's back?
Yeah, so I did research and I'm like, could they do it, Brock? And I'm like, Braun still? And I'm like, it'd be cutting it close because he got the hernia like mid to late February, so he'd be okayed to go in late March if we're going off of average timing, which would give them like 3 weeks to rebuild it up.
If they're going that route, it's not even that hard to keep Seth involved with the Vision stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You keep having him fight alongside the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as they're in the middle of a match, and let's say Seth is helping them out, boom, spear out of nowhere.
Yep.
Then, boom,
Yeah,
there's your
no.
build. You get started
Based
from
off of the calendar, Braun can make Mania. It's just when they decide to pay it off, if even. Because the fifth option I came up with, because of the original calendar of Seth's shoulder injury, he wasn't even supposed to make Mania. So my fifth and final option could be he's just doing the CM Punk return route of being on screen while not medically cleared, and he's actually not fighting at Mania.
Who knows? They could have him, they could do a Bailey and massively disrespect them and say, hey, you're just going to be host this year. I remember when they did that to Bailey. That was the dumbest shit ever. Hey, you can host the Mania. You won't be on it, though.
Yeah.
The fuck you mean?
But next is a match that took 20 minutes, and I have mixed opinions on the fact that it took 20 minutes.
I liked it. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't like the ending.
It is Gunther versus Dragon Lee.
Yes. And oh boy, this match, fire.
It was good. Now, why I have mixed opinions on it, as I mentioned, it was a 20-minute match. Now, of course, here's where some of my gripes arise, is that because the game is coming out, they're advertising their overalls. Gunther, a reasonable 92, you know, the career killer, the man who's had monster title runs with the IC and World Heavyweight and even down in NXT UK. Man deserves that 92. Dragon Lee at 79. Now, usually when you see this differentials between overalls, these matches ain't even close.
You're mad that the match went long because of the overall differential?
Yes, it's...
All right, Trevin, here, let me explain this. Zelina Vega has an 83.
I
was
know.
talking to you about this before the
I
fucking
know.
show started. 83 overall. How the fuck does she have an 83?
Yeah, no, this overhaul on the 2K overall system that came out in 2K 2024 makes no effing sense.
I beat 100 Cena at 86.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just straight up, how do you rate these people?
Yes, whatever your system is, rework it again because it's still garbage.
Like, bro, Zelina Vega is 2 overall spots away from Oba Femi.
They are not on the same level.
Not even fucking close. On mic, yeah. In ring, fuck no.
But promo skills aren't on the overall ratings.
Nope. I think they were for a little bit because there was like a promo thing in Universe,
Yeah.
but that's very
But no,
very slim.
2K, this is one of the many things you need to fix with your game.
Oh, there's one. Trevor said, "Dude, they have this dude's entrance as the old one." I was like, "Yeah, they still have Tiffany Stratton's NXT entrance as her entrance. Asuka still has her NXT entrance as her entrance."
He's got you there.
Y'all can take more than a year. No one will care.
But that's the thing. 2K wants money.
And ball and gun gamers keep giving it to them.
And it's not like they're making any other good games. Borderlands 4 was trash. Oh.
Tina's was trash.
What are other 2K properties that have came out recently? GTA 6 is coming out this year. It's slated for November, I believe. Or May. It's one of the two. No, it was May. Now it's November.
GTA 6 is the next Half-Life 3.
No, GTA 6 is the next Dead Island 2. It's a game that I think will come out eventually. It's just going to be in developmental hell. And it
Or
is
for
in developmental
Nintendo
hell.
fans, Metroid Prime.
Or Spider-Man 2 DLC for PlayStation fans.
Yes, but this match
Never
was
gonna come
good
out.
besides the factor of y'all are building up Gunther to be this monster. You are flashing their overalls at us. This match being 20 minutes doesn't make sense, but it was still good. I enjoyed it.
I liked it all but the ending. So, here's the ending. Gunther slaps in the first of all, Gunther is Dragon Lee is trying to get a count out victory over Gunther.
Yes, because he's like, I cannot get this man's shoulder down for 3 seconds. I'm going to try to just get him down for 10 on the outside.
Yeah,
that seems more reasonable.
They fight on the outside. Dragon Lee comes back to the outside. He hits the Operation Dragon on the outside.
Ow.
He rolls Gunther back into the ring because he's like, fuck it. I hit my finisher on the outside. If I can hit it again in the ring, that should be 3. He goes for it again, gets countered. We get a classic Gunther sleeper hold. Except, hey, let's just rip off his mask.
At a camera angle where if you are fast enough on the frames, you can see his face.
Yeah, like Sean Ross Sapp. Usually, I'm on your side, Sean Ross Sapp. This time, you're stupid as fuck. You work in the wrestling industry, and you decide, hey, I'm going to take the screenshot. And it, like, if you look at the screenshot, people are like, oh, they probably held on there for long. No, they immediately cut as soon as his face was shown. And he falls to hide his face.
Yep, and taps out so he can get a towel on him.
But this motherfucker grabs a screenshot of his face and posts it on Twitter. Great reporting there. Great reporting there. Gratefully, he had face paint on, so it kind of obscured his facial features.
Because he does the dragon makeup in Batman style.
Yeah, but Gunther picks up the win because of this.
Yep.
He kicks the mask back towards Dragon Lee and leaves.
Yep. And speaking of luchas.
Yeah. Brother.
This guy stinks.
Thank you for finishing the quote.
Yeah. Dude.
Chad's not even trying.
He's not. He approaches Penta in a pre-recorded segment. And he goes, Hola, mi amigo! Your Intercontinental Championship match. I can't wait for it.
I got next.
He's supposed to be a fucking famous luchador?
And he can't speak Spanish?
He speaks as much Spanish as I speak in a month. Very fucking little.
It's funny because the Americano faction approaches him and is like, hey, you need to stop this ish. In fluent Spanish, all three of them.
Yeah, and then you get Ludwig still attempting a fucking accent and hitting it.
Yep.
Going, hey, you need to cut this shit out.
Yeah.
You're impersonating me, you're impersonating us.
Yeah, and they even make fun of his accent when he says gracias, which is the Italian version because you enunciate a little T sound in it.
Yeah, not
And they
gracias.
roast the F out of him.
Bro, this
Chad loses the mask. If either of these two get to keep the El Grande mask, it better be Ludwig.
bro, so
I'm praying neither of them does, but if one's got to keep it, it's got to be Ludwig.
So also on AAA, because here's the big point of contention tonight with Michael Cole when El Fucko fights Rayo. On AAA, El Grande original, so El Fucko, I'm just going to call him El Fucko.
Yep.
El Fucko wore a black mask. On Raw, Ludwig wore a black mask. So that's, I guess that's who's the heel. Whoever's wearing the black mask on the episode is the heel. Which I hate, because Michael Cole goes, well, obviously El Fucko's the original. Why is that? He's wearing red, white, and blue.
That's the only prerequisite for you, Cole?
Like, that is a legitimate quote from Corey Graves. That's the only prerequisite for you? Red, white, and blue? Because fucking Rayo's wearing red, white, and blue. I mean, he has gold in there, but he's wearing red, white, and blue. That's El Grande Americano.
Yeah, Bravo's the same thing.
So he's El Grande Americano. Do you see how stupid your explanations sound? And I think it's mainly because of fucking Netflix.
Yeah.
Because Netflix, hey, we need you guys, we need all your screenwriters to write very obvious dialogue and exposition that explains everything so people can watch while they're scrolling on their phones like I do during El Fucko matches, because fuck this gimmick. So I'm scrolling. Oh yeah, he is. Bro, I'll watch an El Grande Americano match. I'll watch Ludwig's matches any day of the week. Chad's as this gimmick? No.
No. Just you had the opportunity to just bring back Chad.
And you didn't.
No. Because we had moved on. We're like, cool, Ludwig's Americano now. We're fine. When Chad returns, he'll get a huge pop, which he technically did, but not for the reasons you think.
Yeah. But, we go from shit to gloriousness because Rusev comes out.
By the way, LFO picked up the win against Ryo.
I don't know if you expected the jobber in the stable to pick up the win over a established mid-carder, but
Yeah. Roos, because commentary is doing a segment covering the progress of Oba's free agency, and Rusev takes over the show, stands up on the table and says, I'm sick of Oba, I'm sick of this hype, I'm sick of him just getting whatever he wants, all the attention he wants. I'm not leaving this table until Oba comes out in that ring and we fight. I want it, he wants it, let's go.
Congratulations, you have summoned the devil.
he comes out and Trevor and they're like, oh yes! And then he's in street clothes and we're like, no!
Because Rusev's dressed for combat because he's the one calling out, and Oba's just like, you sick of me?
Well, he comes out and we're like, okay, street clothes. But his hands are taped and that's all you fucking need.
Yep, he's just like, you wanted this fight? Come on in.
Run this fade. Let's go. They start fucking going at it. This
Both
leads
men,
to a hockey fight.
Yep, both men taking turns getting the upper hand until Oba eventually lands a running uppercut and Royal Rumble eliminates Rusev.
He trying to figure out this fucking move he does. It looks like a choke slam, but not. Because it also looks like a fucking spine buster.
Yeah.
The way he does it, he picks him up like this. He's not choking him.
No.
So this is why it makes me think it's like a spine buster.
But he does it at an angle where it still looks like a choke slam. It's like still to the side, and he even tosses them out a little bit.
And Rusev, I love his yell. There's that meme that went around of him going, ah! And when he gets picked up, he goes, ah!
Yeah, no. And it is made official next week that they will have an official referee in the ring, both men in their gear match.
Oh, it's gonna fucking cook.
Yeah. But that still also means that despite all his work on SmackDown, Oba is still a free agent. He will probably remain so until Mania.
And now, like, I hate to say it, one of the worst segments of the night.
Yeah. I
Because-
fused it into one segment, by the way. That's why it's only one bullet point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it sucked. Nothing really happened. This reminds me of the Bella Twins promo from a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Your new women's intercontinental champion, AJ Lee, comes out, says that she won the title, says that if anyone back there wants to fight for the title, they can go. And then leaves.
Yep. And then...
This could have been an email.
Yep. Later in the show, we see Bailey and Lyra discussing their plans on how to get on the Mania card. And they're like, well, AJ Lee just announced that basically basically to quote John Cena, whoever wants some, come get some.
Yeah. And
So they're like, let's go talk to Pierce.
yeah, let's go talk to Pierce.
I realize why you're doing this gimmick.
Yes.
Yes. So they go knock on his door and out walks Io Sky. We have no idea why she was in the office yet, but it will
She
probably...
looks very distraught.
Yes. This will come to a point later, probably.
Everyone will remember that.
Everyone will remember this, but they walk in and later in the show...
Strap Daddy!
Yeah. Later in the show, it is announced that there will be a number one contendership gauntlet match with the 6 woman participants being Asuka, Bailey, Lyra, Ivy Nile,
You know this better than I do.
I
I saw
know.
the graphic once.
I know. Frick.
I saw the graphic once.
Frick. I cannot remember who the other two were. Because I made this a bullet point
I want to
because...
say one's Maxine and Natty.
Possibly. Hold on.
I think it's Maxine and Natty. They're the other two. This has to be Io Sky or Bailey. Right? Right? I hope so. Like, it's not Ivy, as much as it sucks to say because she's good. It's not Ivy. Probably it's not Lyra. If it's Natty, if Natty's in there, they could
Okay.
be Natty.
Oh, Raquel.
Raquel.
Raquel and Io Sky.
So is it Natty, Raquel, and Io Sky?
No, it is Lyra, Bailey, Asuka, Io Sky, Raquel, Ivy.
Ivy, okay. Well, probably going to Raquel then.
And we'll get to on how Io possibly got downgraded to IC title picture later. But first, the match we talked about earlier in the Seth segment.
Yeah, so it is Jimmy Uso coming out to face Austin Theory. So, two things I want to note. Trevin pointed out the first one, Austin Theory's entrance in 2K as his A-Town Down Under gimmick, or entrance.
With the Tron of his Vision character.
Yay! Look at you guys not being able to do your fucking jobs. I mean, granted he did come back late, but you couldn't even give him like generic entrance. Nothing. Okay.
You spent the time buzzing his head in game.
Yeah, you changed around his model really quick.
Yeah.
But
this match does not even get a commercial break.
No. There's another fucking thing I need to mention. Jimmy Uso comes out. Where the fuck is your tag title belt, dude?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're just not gonna bring our titles to work. Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, Trevin. I know we leave these here, but I'm just gonna take these home. You don't need them. You don't need to show that you're champion.
The game does.
Yeah, the game does. The one fucking thing the game does right now. I still can't wait to see if they did. I need to see if they fix that side plate thing, that glitch with the mid card titles, where one side plate would be right, and then the other one would be inside the main plate, and then the main plate would be shrunken. You can see, it is like in I think it's like 2016 when Global Force took over TNA, and they slapped their logo on the TNA title.
I've seen it.
The Men's Intercontinental Championship has the black globe underneath the blue globe. Like the blue globe was just slapped on top like a sticker. I saw this with my own eyes playing 2K the other day because I had a custom superstar as champion, and he has his own side plates, and I was like, is that the old IC belt under that? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yeah. 2K, fix your fucking games.
Yeah, but as I mentioned, this match does not even get a commercial break, as basically within 2 minutes, Logan Paul causes a DQ.
The reports of his demise were very exaggerated, because here comes Jey Uso.
Yeah, his Tron hits and the Vision's winding up, ready for him to come up the ramp, and all of a sudden, Jimmy gets slid a crutch, and we're like, huh? And it's like, oh, hey, Jay. Flat!
I have one question about this whole thing. Where did LA Knight take Paul Heyman?
Yeah, we never got confirmation on the whereabouts of either of those two men.
To a love hotel.
Hey, yo, what the
Can we get a silver alert out for him? Like, I don't know where the fuck he is. But
we need to find him within 2 weeks, because that's when Brock Lesnar comes back.
Yeah. Logan Paul gets a fucking Joker phone call. There's 2 people set up in 2 buildings, Batman. I'll give you the addresses.
Yeah.
You must choose who to save.
Yeah, but
All right.
yeah.
The best part of the fucking night. We
Oh
are
yeah, Adam
backstage.
Pierce. Yeah, Adam Pierce is on the phone with Nick Aldis, and he's like, "Look, I haven't seen him or heard from him. I guess he's gonna be your problem now. So good luck with that." Beep. Ah.
Hello. I have a list of Demandhausens. Danhausen makes his on-screen televised debut before Royce Keys. Let that sink in. Please let that sink in. It's cold outside. So Danhausen is here, and he has a list, like he said, of Demandhausens. He wants a blimp. He wants a personal assistant, a personal cameraman. He wants a Hall of Fame induction for this year. He wants the pointy picture with Triple H that everyone does.
It's like, here, just take my list.
Just take my list. And
Why is it wet?
it fell on the toilet. And he says, also, Cold Stone Steve, I like the disguise. Glasses, Adam Pierce, right?
I love it.
And then, like you do at a party.
Adam Pierce.
Hey, look! It's the Judgment Day, Danhausen! The Judgment Day! Me! I need to get the fuck out of here. I need a drink. Adam Pierce leaves.
Yeah, and Danhausen is like, "Oh, hi guys, nice to meet you. Ah, yes, Dom,
Finn
Finn.
Balor.
Who are
Well. And then
I already don't like him."
Dom says,
No.
"Look, I don't know who you are, but I have a very important title match."
Oh,
Get out.
shiny! Can I have it?
He said, "No, this is the closest you'll get." Well, I don't like it. You're cursed.
That will be very important later on.
They're making the curse work. They're making the curse work. I saw Cultaholic, so I know this joke because I've seen the original clip, but it's been a while. There was one time in AEW where he cursed Regal, and Regal starts convulsing, and he goes, "Uncurse me, you freak!"
But next up, you might not have seen this because it was during a commercial break, unless you either have a VPN or are part of the international audience, which if you are part of the international audience, hi, how you doing? Thanks for coming.
That boy, bouncy!
Yep,
It's
it
Javon.
is Javon Evans post-chamber laying out his plans for the future. And basically, to summarize, he what next? He don't care if it Penta, he don't care if it Dom.
I think. Look. I think he should be in the IC title match at Mania.
Yes. A lot of people online are saying that their money is on him winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
They don't really do stuff with people that win that, so I would like him
No.
to win something else of significance.
Yeah. I mean, as of lately, they've treated the Battle Royal winner as basically number one contender for their brand's mid-card title. So it's like, you could write that story with it because Carmelo Hayes was last year's winner.
Yeah, I mean it's better than having Bobby Lashley just carry his trophy out to the grand stage on WrestleMania and then just leave, not do anything, just stare at someone.
Yeah.
That was your first Mania, and you're like, what was the point of that? And I said, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Why did he come out? Why did he just stand there? The world may never know.
And now he's in AEW.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing over there.
I miss you, Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. But speaking of
we
someone
could
who
have had
will...
Bobby Lashley versus Obafemi.
Yeah, but speaking of someone who we will miss, on Raw at least, the team of Rio, that is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, come out and Rhea's getting interviewed about, how she won.
Rhea looks very, very peeved.
Yes. And she basically announces that she will spend the rest of the road to WrestleMania on SmackDown in preparation for her match against Jade Cargill.
It sucks that she's not on Raw. But thank fuck SmackDown is getting a little injection of fucking star power. But
She asks Io to hold down the fort that is Raw while she is gone. We've been good friends, good rivals. Hopefully our paths will cross again.
so, Trevin, the things I sent you.
The tweets that everyone is screaming their heads off about.
Well, it's not tweets. This is in response to how news outlets are regarding the tweets. So, this is the first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, over the weekend, there were a series of tweets sent back between Jade and Rhea because Rhea retweeted something and she said, maybe I am that bitch. And then Jade got very salty. Very, very salty, and it spilled all over social media. Chelsea Green got involved. Piper Niven got involved. Buddy Matthews from AEW got involved. So,
There might be actual factual heat.
yeah. So, this is Dave Meltzer's viewpoint of it from the Wrestling Observer newsletter. He says, the Twitter back and forth between Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley and others was reportedly a work. Echoed a prevailing viewpoint shared by people in talent. The deal that's interesting about this angle is that the deal that's interesting about this angle is that they're involved, that they've involved other people to make you think it's real. The part is that ever since that thing with Jade Cargill and Shayna Baszler from months and months ago, when in reading this, I'm thinking that is exactly what these people would say. I'm not saying that these people who tweeted have said to me. I'll only say that these words have been said to me. There is a prevailing viewpoint that among these people in talent that is identical to some of the things that were tweeted. It's a really interesting thing because it is a work. If it was real, they're not doing it. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, they're not going to bury someone on their own team in public because they know you can't do this, it's not allowed. But they are using their thoughts of many people when doing this angle. They're trying to make it out like it's a shoot and they're going to really fight at the show. It's weird because when you do it on Twitter, I don't know. It's just an attempt. It's an attempt to get some heat for the match, unquote, Dave Meltzer. Wrestle Observer newsletter. So, from PW Insider, a rival news promotion, this is what Mike Johnson has to say. The back and forth between Jade Cargill and others was not something devised by WWE Creative with a number of sources placing the blame for the blow-up on Cargill. One source noted that Cargill has been criticized by a number of talents for how she rubs others the wrong way, and that when the back and forth with Rhea began, it wasn't hard for others to want to jump in and voice their opinions. They cited this wasn't the first time Cargill has upset others with how she conducted herself and intimidated that when there were reports about Cargill being hurt last year, the real reason was she disappeared and spent time in the PC was to let personal issues going on at the time subside. Another source tried to downplay the situation, but later admitted that they expect management would step in and speak to Cargill about her relationship with the locker room. The source noted that everyone in the locker room has been happy to do whatever they need to do to get Cargill over, but that the respect they show her does not often feel requited. They described it as Cargill coming off as insecure when she shouldn't have any reason to feel that way. A source close to Cargill blew off the entire situation, citing she is a type A personality, and that this is what happens when competitive personalities are in the same space. So, do we think this is a work, or do we think they are shooting brother?
The fact that Buddy got involved and he is on a rival brand, I am leaning towards shooting brother.
Yeah, I think this is a shoot. Dude.
Because that's the thing with the late 2025 and early 2026 Jade has had, a lot of people, both in company and fan-wise, sound pissed off at her.
Yeah, and It's so stupid because I think now with Unreal, this could just be a storyline for Unreal that they're doing. It's, hey, get all these people involved. But why would you purposely get someone involved that's working for a rival promotion? Why would you
'Cause
get
that's-
someone involved that is, as much as I hate to put the ceiling on her, because I think she could be world champion if they actually book her properly, Chelsea Green. Why would you put a mid-carder in this? Why would you have someone who is on the shelf with a career-threatening injury? Why would you put them in the situation?
Yes, and that's also the thing with your Unreal point. Rhea has been a decently prominent figure in both seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Never once has her husband been brought up.
Yeah, so it's just weird. I don't know if this will affect the match because if we take it back just fucking last year, we had Tiffany and Charlotte having a very explosive build-up to their Mania match, and I guess that's just the route for the SmackDown Women's title. It's just, hey, you're gonna have a very personal feud.
Yeah.
Also, there's a promo that Liv gives tonight, and we're not walking away without talking about that fucking promo. We're not walking away without talking about that fucking promo. Trust me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Rhea is gonna go to SmackDown. She's set to have a face-to-face with Jade this week. Let's buckle in for this bumpy ride on the road to Mania, because boy, it was looking like a flat plane, but I think we were just cresting the horizon because, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bumps and potholes in this fucking road, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just talk about the Liv promo now before we get into her man's match. Liv Morgan cuts a promo on Stephanie Becker. It's a pre-recorded backstage segment. Everything that she said was good until the end. She said, yes, I am privileged. I was able to be scouted by WWE and work with the best facilities and trainers, and I didn't get turned away after my first tryout. Okay, cool. Saying that she has been champion, that she will show Stephanie what a true champion is, that you don't know my struggles, you don't know my story. Cool. Now's where it gets bad. You grew up in a mud hut and wrestled in flea-infested rings. Wow. Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain why a flea-infested ring is a very, very low-hanging fruit, and I don't have to explain that she comes from Chile, right?
Mhm.
I don't think there's fucking mud huts in Chile, Liv. And it's not her that's writing the scripts. And I shouldn't actually be directing this at her. Should be directing it at creative. Write better fucking scripts. Also, the one thing I will direct at Liv, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not going to say that. Plenty of people have said I'm not going to go there.
Yeah.
Which, it just makes me think. There's no way you have Stephanie loose after this promo.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't. Like, yes, she's a bad guy. And if you want, I have the same opinion that Jack the Jobber has on his channel. If you want to hear, it's the same exact thing. Yes, she is a bad guy. Yes, bad guys say bad, heinous shit in fiction all the time. There's some lines you don't cross, and being racist is kind of one of them. I mean, hey, granted, seeing who the company backs, you can very understandably know why they went this route. Still bad, still stupid. I was invested off of the promo that Stephanie cut on Liv. Now I'm just kind of, okay, I don't really care. As long as Stephanie wins, I'm happy. Hey, it was it was good until it was bad, and that's all I have to say about that. Now, our main event match of the evening. It is Penta taking on Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the men's Intercontinental Champion.
And the AAA Mega Champion.
AAA Mega Campione.
Yep.
He is also flanked by Judgment Day, Finn Balor, and what's your name?
I already don't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. JD McDonough, who have made the promise that they are just sitting by the announce table. No interference from them at all, because Dom's got to do this by himself.
And this match fucking cooks.
Yes. Good old-fashioned Lucha v. Lucha action.
Yeah.
I love it.
Towards the end, JD does want to get involved.
Yep, he's grabbing the hammer, the ring bell hammer for Dom, and Finn stops him being like, we talked about this.
He's doing this on his own.
He's like, so what, I can't just hand him the weapon?
No! What part of do it on his own do you not understand?
Yep, and of course that gives Penta enough time to see those two lined up and are like, F it, we ball. Caw-caw!
Yeah, it takes them out, but they plunge into the outside. He then runs back into the ring.
Yep, a little bit more back and forth. Dom tries hitting another 619 into Frog Splash combo, but misses it, gets angled into a Mexican Destroyer for the 1, 2, 3.
And new Intercontinental Champion, Penta.
Now, a lot of people are asking, who is he going to face at Mania if he makes it all the way there? Because besides Judgment Day, the heels are kind of busy in the mid-card division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's not a lot of them besides Judgment Day even.
Fuck it, just have him face Javon.
Yeah.
You can have a face versus face match.
Yeah. Those matches cook.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what GM mode tells you, but face versus face matches can actually work. We saw it with the Cena-Cody Street fight this past year at SummerSlam. We've seen it plentiful of times, like the first ever.
We saw Cena Styles the same year.
Yeah. The first ever Seth versus Jay match after Jay came to Raw and fought for the world title against Seth. That match was a banger, and they were both faces at that point in time in their careers.
I mean, if you want to even get into it, we saw it as recently as Saturday. Because I would consider Finn, how he wrestled that match as a face. He wrestled that match as a face.
It's
he
like
didn't use underhanded
it's
tactics.
like GM mode is lying to you when they say face versus face matches can't work. Heel versus heel matches, those never work.
Yeah. It sucks because you're like, who the fuck do I root for?
Yeah. But face versus faces, 9 times out of 10 in recent history are actually decently bangers.
Yeah.
Like even this past month with the Alpha Academy versus the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
That was a certified banger, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of this episode. Roman Reigns comes back, ladies and gentlemen. He's returned for the billionth time.
Yep, and he goes, Indianapolis, acknowledge me.
Yep. CM Punk never wanted to be, hey, I had to build this on my own. You're here. We could talk shit now.
Yep.
He walks out and... Okay. Why was Roman stumbling over his lines?
Because he's rusty.
I don't know.
This felt very big dog Roman. This didn't feel OTC. This didn't feel Tribal Chief. This didn't feel fucking world beater Roman Reigns. This felt big dog. Someone said he hears in his head from 10 years ago John Cena saying, I'm still here. No, he's hearing him say, it's a promo, kid. You're going to have to cut it if you want to make it. In
Yep.
his head, on repeat, 24/7. And I think it fucked with him tonight.
Yep. But another thing that could have effed with him was the last line said, and he was anticipating it and was like, he might have been second guessing, are we going to cross this line? But Punk said, F it, we ball.
Punk said, "I'm going to bury you
And
next
for
to
one,
your dad."
yep, for once, you're not going to be alone because I'm going to put you right next to your dad. And I looked closely, and you can see Roman potentially mouthing the F you just say.
I didn't know Christian was back on WWE television because that's his whole gimmick in AEW. Your dad's dead. Okay, damn. Okay. But, the internet
Is like, why'd Punk have...
up in arms.
Yeah, it's like, why'd Punk have to go there? I don't know, maybe because Roman did it 2 years ago with Cody.
Yeah.
They're trying to build heat. Not a lot of... There was less excitement about this match because Roman's a part-timer. So they're trying to build deep heat to get people back on this being a money match.
Don't throw stones when you live in a glass house
Yo.
because it's gonna come right back at you.
Yup.
Man, I think, and the thing is, if you don't think Roman was okay with that line, I don't know what you're thinking. Because if you also don't think Punk is okay with whatever Larry line he comes up with next week or whenever he comes back, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's the same exact shit. You know, you had the Bloodline members all across saying, "Oh, we about to whoop ass." Jay said, "I'm about to go whoop ass." Zilla said, "I'm no longer a CM Punk fan. It's on site when I see him. I can't wait to see what Rikishi's going to say about it."
Fun fact about, since you brought up Zila, he was co-streaming last night's episode of Raw on his YouTube channel and presumably Twitch as well.
Yeah. So
When's he coming?
Never. Wait for like 3 more Royal Rumbles and he'll probably be here. But yeah, like the main thing that Punk was trying to get across too was you can't win big matches without your family. Hey, it got pretty good heat.
Yeah.
I like the segment.
It's upped my excitement level for this match.
Yeah. This whole episode of Raw, though, pretty
Meh.
There was a lot that happened, though.
Yes.
11 bullet points is a lot.
Yes.
But yeah. Do you have any other thoughts on the show?
I don't. This felt very weird for a homecoming from a PLE show. Like, I expected a lot more PLE fallout. Like, of course we got LA, of course we got the Vision trying to take over, but why was Javon, a man who was in your main event of the Chamber, relegated to a commercial promo?
I don't know how to describe this, but the best way I could describe this as, it felt like week 3 in the build-up to a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of shit moved along way quicker than we thought it would.
Yes.
I didn't think Dom was losing the title till Mania.
No, because I thought the build-up they were going for was Finn taking it from Dom at Mania.
And I still think Dom is losing his AAA Mega Championship, too, so...
Now that he's lost the IC, I'm like, oh, frick, are we going to lose Mullet?
Lose the mullet. Go with the short frosted tips. I've seen fucking edits of it. Not AI edits, but like people actually photoshopping.
Yeah.
People actually doing real art. And hey, it looks good. It looks good. So, and I just hope he does something. I like the mullet, but he's had the mullet for a while now.
He just brought the Mullet-O-Matic.
But yeah, so that's it for this episode of Monday Night Raw, and that's it for this episode of Disqualified. I am Beltless Caleb, joined as always by our double predictions champion, that is main roster, that is NXT predictions champion Trevin, and behind the camera, as always, is our cameraman and producer Zach, who is also Beltless.
Well,
And we shall see you next time. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell 3 times so you know the match is over, and we will see you next time. Thank you for your time, and you're cursed!
Bye!